What's up, everybody? It's HugoClutch coming at you with my Ondo exit strategy, the price targets I'm paying attention to, and when I want to be out of my positions. Ondo has a laundry list of huge names in partnership with it, but those that I want to highlight are BlackRock, Coinbase, Mastercard, and also JPMorgan Chase. These are huge players in the financial industry. They don't usually make investments to fail. It's a lot of money behind them, and that's one of the things that gets me excited about investing in Ondo. JPMorgan Chase, for example, settled their first tokenized treasury transaction on blockchain using Chainlink in Ondo. This is a huge step for Ondo. It shows trust in it by a major player in the industry, and I'm interested to see where this will take it in the future. Now let's talk about what's scary about investing in Ondo. Currently, there's only about 34% of the supply in the circulating supply, with a token unlock scheduled for January of next year to unlock about 20% more of the token. Now, this is pretty scary. What this means is that for Ondo to keep the exact same price, it needs to increase its market cap by more than 50%. The supply is going from 34% to 54%. So that's quite a big change, and that's kind of scary. As you can see here, there's the unlocks in January of this year, or next year, 2027, 2028, and 2029. So it has staggered unlocks, which is fairly common for a coin like this. However, that first big unlock that happened this year moved the price, and to see this unlock coming up, this is kind of scary news. The token unlocks don't scare me from investing in Ondo. I have a large position in them, and that being said, though, they are important to be taken into consideration with me marking about this January unlock on my chart. That's an important thing to consider. Additionally, it's important to understand that I really do think real-world assets, which is what Ondo is, are going to be a major narrative as this bull run happens. I also think the Made in America narrative is going to be huge, and Ondo checks both of those boxes. They also check the box of having large partnerships with major money behind them. So I'm quite bullish on Ondo overall, and let's take a look at my price charts. So I'm looking for Ondo to be retesting that previous all-time high of $2.14 before the end of the summer. So, before about end of August, I'd be looking for it to hit that level. I think I'm going to take some profits in that range. My average price is about 89 cents. So looking to exit a portion of the position at more than a 2x. After that all-time high is broken and Ondo enters into price discovery, I'd really be paying close attention to if it can break and hold over that $3 range. I'll probably be taking some profits above $3 or near $3 as well. And then the next target I'd be looking at is the psychological level of $5 and really focusing on that. And that's kind of the price range that I'm anticipating Ondo to get to this year and into this bull run. However, I also do have kind of a moonshot on Ondo price target of, about $10 and in that range, which, I wouldn't be holding most of my bag waiting for that range. But, I may hold some waiting for it to potentially trade above $5 and into that $5 and $10 range and take some more profits in that. One important thing I really want to highlight is I really don't want to be holding much, if any, of my Ondo bag through January of next year. Some things can change if they have more money behind them and it really takes off, and maybe JP Morgan is using them for every transaction, or BlackRock is talking about them on a daily basis. That could be different, and maybe that would alter my viewpoints. But currently, with coins like this, typically when they continue to release more and more of the supply, there's a large tank in them after the bull run, and sometimes they go below their previous all-time lows, and that's not something I want to be left holding my bag for. I want to be mostly out of, if not entirely out of Ondo at the end of this bull run. Well, there was my Ondo exit strategy. Leave a comment with what your exit strategy is, and let's go make some money.